Grandma. Today I'm going to tell you a story that Jesus told called the Parable of the Talents. This day in the last week of his life, he spent teaching the people, and this is one of the stories he told. In this story, I want you to know that a talent is a coin that was used in those days, and it was a very valuable coin. It was worth about 20 years of wages for the average worker. And so to get a talent was to get a lot of money, like enough to buy half a house, a whole car. Not that they had cars back then. Anyway, so I'm going to read to you Jesus' parable of the talents. A man was going on a journey, and he was going on a long journey. So he called his servants and gave wealth to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2 talents, and to another 1, each according to his ability. So the more capable person got the most talents. The man who had 5 talents went at once and put his money to work, and he gained 5 more talents. So also with the one who had 2 talents, he put his money to work, and he gained 2 more talents. But the man who got just 1 talent, he ran off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 talents brought the 5 talents and another 5, so he doubled his money. He said, "Master, you entrusted me with 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more." His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." The man with 2 talents also came. "Master," he said, "you entrusted me with 2 talents, and I have gained 2 more, so now I have 4 talents." His master replied, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come, share your master's happiness." Then the man who received 1 talent came, and he said, "Master, I knew you were a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown." That means he got plants that he didn't plant. "And gathering where you have not scattered seeds." So he got the stuff from a garden that he didn't plant, because he had servants, right? "So I was afraid," and there's the important thing. This servant was too afraid to do anything with what he'd been given. "I was afraid, and I went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is the talent that belongs to you." He brought back 1 talent. The master replied, "You wicked and lazy servant. So you knew I harvested where I have not sown, and gathered where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bank at least, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. So take the talent of gold away from him and give it to the one who has 10, for whoever has been given more, and they have an abundance, and whoever has not, even what they have will be taken away from them." Let me read that to you again. "For whosoever has been given more, and they that have an abundance, whosoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And put the worthless servant outside, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." So it's pretty sad for the one who didn't take the money or his talent and increase its value. And this story tells us a little bit about what God expects of us. He expects us to take what we have and make more out of it through our work and our effort. And so if you have a talent for being kind to people, he expects you to be kind. And if you have a talent for helping other people, he expects you to help. If you have a talent for learning or sharing, whatever talent you have, take it and share it and make more of it. That's what Heavenly Father wants us to do. So that's the parable that I'm sharing with you today. There are lots of other parables in the scriptures and in that activity that you can do. And I hope you have a lot of fun doing the drawings and things that are recommended. And so I just want you to remember I love you, and I love Jesus because he taught us how to be happy. And when we share our talents, we are happier. And so until tomorrow, goodbye. Love you.